Hi, my name is Caryn Connarton. I'm a physical therapist and a Pilates and Barre instructor here at the Beyond Fitness Pilates Studio in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And today I'm going to give you a quick taste of what we do in our barre classes. So all you need for today's workout is a sturdy chair, and we're going to start with calf raises. So you're going to keep your feet together and your ankles together. You're going to roll those shoulders back. You're going to zip your abs in and just start lifting and lowering up and down on the balls of your feet. Now I want to make sure that you keep your ankle bones close together. They're going to want to go out to the side on you. So keep those ankle bones close. You don't have to grind the bones together, but you can keep the feet close together, keep the ankles close together. Two more, one more time. Now from here, you're going to turn your toes out to the side. I want you to wrap your glutes, tuck them under, zip your abs in, and pull those shoulder blades back even more. You're going to lift and lower from here. So I want you to feel calves, but I also want you to feel those glute muscles, those lower glute muscles here. So lift and lower. Good. Exhale, lift and lower. Four more. 3, 2, one more time. Good. Now you're going to keep your feet a little wider than that. We're going to move out into pliés. So toes turn out to the side. Your back is relatively straight for these. You're going to plié down and come back up. So the default position for your hands should be palms facing forward. It will just help you keep your shoulders nice and open. The lower you go with your hips in relation to your knees, the more thigh work you're going to get out of these. So plie down, come right back up one more time. Good. Now you're going to do the same thing with one foot up as high as you can on the balls of your foot again. Ready? You're going to plie down, shoulders go back. Plie down, zip your abs up at the top. Plie down, keep your heel up nice and high. It's going to work your calf muscle, but also just a little bit more thigh work again. Shoulders stay back. Last 3, last 2. Good. One more time. And same thing, other side. Up nice and tall with that heel. Down nice and low. You probably don't need the chair just for this one, but you might if your balance isn't working so well today. But you're going to go down and up 4 more times. 3, 2. Now you might all need the bar or the chair for this. You're going to come on your toes. Heels up nice and high. You're going to plie down as low as you can. Take one arm up. Good. And then the other arm up and hold it. Go down nice and low and hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up from there. Turn towards the bar. You're going to keep your feet hip distance apart. All your weight is going to be in your heels for squats. Ready? Here we go. We're going to squat down, zip up on those abs on the way up. Squat down. We're going to tuck at the top. That tuck we're going to talk about a little bit more later. But I want you to make sure that your abs zip up at the top and you sort of finish off the exercise. That's where you get the most glute work, is right at the top of this exercise. I want you to think more about having your glutes do the work than your quads. Your quads will burn out pretty quick if your glutes don't help. So get them to tuck under more. One more time. Now we're going to go down and pulse. So go down as low as you can, come up. Think about squeezing those inner thighs together as you come up, squeezing your glutes together as you come up. All your weight's still in your heels. You should be able to lift your toes up. Just makes it safer for your knees. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Now we're going to focus a little bit more on the tucks. You're going to go about 1/3 of the way down into that squat, maybe a little lower. You're going to zip your abs in, tuck under. Inhale, let your tailbone go down. Exhale, zip your abs in. Inhale, release. So in this position, you should feel a little bit more ab work. Think like you're wearing zip-up pants. You're trying to zip your abs in. Exhale, abs in. 4, and 3, and 2. One more time. Good. Stand all the way up from there. You're going to take a little step back away from your chair. Roll those shoulders back. Lean into the chair just slightly. You're going to bring one foot behind and lift up and down from here. We're trying to stretch out your quads. We just worked a little bit. And we're also trying to work your hamstrings. I like this one. It goes through full range of motion of your quad to stretch it out, and just full range of motion through your hamstring. Keep going for 4, 3, 2. One more time. Good. Switch legs. Shoulders roll back again, zip your abs in again, ready, lift and lower. So the only thing you have to worry about here is when your leg gets tired, your knee's going to want to creep forward like that. So keep it back the whole time. And 4 here, 3, 2, one more time. Good. Okay, so now bring your feet back to that shoulder width apart position again. You're going to come back onto one foot. I want you to do a really strong pelvic tilt. We're going to do lunges. Now, same thing with all of these. You want to make sure your knee doesn't pass over your toes, so it stays up. All your weight is in that front heel. The chair is there if you need it. Ready? You're going to lunge down, come back up. Lunge down. So shoulders roll back if you can do without holding on. Your muscles will work a little bit harder. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. 2, one more time. Good, now clasp your fingers together, lift your chest up, we're gonna go down and pulse for 8, 7, a little bit lower if you can, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, switch to the other leg. So start with that really strong pelvic tilt, so you feel the hip flexor stretch in the back leg. Shoulders back, you can hold on to the chair if you need it. You're gonna go down as low as you can and come back up. Shoulders open and pulled back. Okay, one more time. Now clasp your hands in front this time. Stretch out this way in the opposite direction. Go down as low as you can. Pulse for 8, 7, good, 6, 5. Pushing through that heel, making sure the glute does most of the work. One more time. Good, come all the way up. Good, okay. So from here, we're gonna do some side work. So you're gonna come down into the chair onto your elbow. I want your torso to be on a little bit of a diagonal, okay? If we do this straight up and down, it ends up getting your hip hiker muscles here. I wanna do it on a little bit of a lean, so we make sure to get those glute muscles. Good. So abs in, lift. Good. So this is mostly working your glutes, your outer thigh muscles, last 2. Now backward circles, lift it up, go back slightly and come back down. Good, up slightly and tap down. Up, slightly back. Good, and last 4, and 3, 2, one more time. Good, we're gonna do one more on this side. You're gonna stand straight up for this one to start. One hand on the chair, the other hand goes behind your head. We're gonna work your obliques on the sides here. So leg goes out to the side, a little bit of a tuck, abs in, good. Now side crunch and come back. Side crunch, come back. Abs in first, good. And 4 here again, 3, 2, one more time. Now let's do all those 3 exercises from the back. You'll be able to see. You're gonna come to your forearm again. A little bit of a diagonal lean for these first set. Just lift and lower from here. Tap down. Slide the shoulders down away from your ears. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now backward circles. Lift up, back, and around. Lift up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Good, last 2. Last 1. Good, okay, now holding on to the chair, other hand behind your head, zip your abs in. We're gonna side crunch from here. Good, last one. Good, okay, turn around again. Now this time we're gonna do a little bit more glute and hamstring work. So you're gonna let your forehead rest on your forearms, forearms on the chair. You're gonna flatten out your back. Now one leg goes behind, your standing knee is just gonna be a little bit bent. Square off your hips to the floor. We're gonna lift and lower, keeping your toes nice and pointed. Come up as high as you can. So keep your toe pointed, you'll send energy to your calf muscles, your hamstrings. 3, 2, one more time, same thing on the other side. So point your toe, square off your hips, and point your toe, lift. So with your hips square to the floor, you may not be able to get up as high with that leg, that's okay. One more time, good. Okay, so stand right up from there. We do lots of really great stretches in barre class, so hands on the edge. You're gonna cross one foot over, you're gonna sit back as low as you can. So you're not really holding onto the chair, you're not pulling it with you. You're just sitting as low as you can to feel that stretch through your glute. Good, and then same thing on the other leg. Good, and then stand up from there. You're gonna grab one foot from behind. Now you're gonna zip your abs in. We're gonna stretch out your quads in the front. Pull your knee joint back. Stick your hip joint forward. Try to get those knees in alignment. So chest up tall, pulling the knee back as far as your knee will let you go. Never to the point of pain, just so you feel it in the front of your thigh. And then switch legs. So zip your abs in, pull your knee joint back, hip joint forward, chest up tall. So you'll notice if your quads are tight that other knee creeps in front. Try to pull it back if you can, but just know that's the goal, is to eventually be able to pull your knee back into alignment with the other knee. Good, okay. So there's lots of things we use in the bar classes here for arm work, but I'm going to assume you don't have any of that today, so I'm going to have you turn your chairs around, and we're going to start in push-up position. So hands nice and wide underneath your shoulders. You're going to come on your toes, lower your hips forward. You're going to lift one leg up, pull your abs in, and we're going to pulse this leg up. Again, to work the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, because you're doing one leg at a time, it gets your obliques as well. 4, 3, 2, other side. Point your toe, drop the hip. 10, good, and then come all the way in. You're going to turn around, have a seat on the chair, hands pointing forward. We're going to do a little set of triceps. So I want your back to be nice and flat near the edge of your chair. You can keep your legs straight if you want to make it a little more challenging, otherwise keep your knees bent. Ready? So chest up nice and tall. You're going to slide down and then push up as high as you can. Slide down, push way up. So it gets your triceps in the back, shoulders, a little bit of lats if you do that little extra push at the top. Keep going. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Good, okay, so sit down back in your chair and both hands go behind your head. You're gonna pull those elbows back, lift your chest up. Good, okay, so that's just a quick taste of what we do in our bar classes, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you at the studio soon.